Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energies and predictions for the sign of Sagittarius for the next 3 months. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get into this quarter 3 reading. So the time frame on this will be from July, August, and September. We'll be looking at July, August, and September. So just friendly reminder, for in many parts of the world, we are still in summer here. So we're looking at this really nice summer period of time. Go out there, enjoy it, do the things you want to do, great time to be out there. So I just want to throw that out. Let's get all of the cards set up, everything in view, and then we'll get right into it for you, Sagittarius. Make the most of the time that you have. All right. And I think that's good enough to me. All right, yeah, that's good enough for right now. Energy on the bottom. You have the Two of Swords. All right, so some of you here kind of caught in the crosshairs or caught in the crossroads of a decision that you need to make. That's kind of the way I've been liking to approach the Two of Swords recently. Two of Swords, it may indicate a difficult choice that you have to make. And it may mean that you don't immediately have a clear answer right now, right? If you look at the blindfold, it's indicative of something not being clear, not being able to see something, right? This may also, on another level, say that you need to express your voice to someone or in a certain way, and you may feel like you're a little bit restricted in your speech. So let's see what this may be around for you, okay? So taking a look here, Sagittarius, you have a really nice reading. You have a nice set of cards here for the next 3 months. I really like the initial kind of vibe I'm getting from the cards. So it seems like some of you are going to be getting a new start here. It seems like something's going to push ahead for you, that you're going to be making progress on something. But I need to just start off, let's just dive right in here. Right away in the middle, you do have the Moon card, okay? So the Moon and the Two of Swords, to start off the reading, it's very clear that there's something that lacks clarity in your situation over the next 3 months, okay? So some of you may be seeking clarity very clearly here, okay, over the next 3 months. You're looking to get clear on something, and that is very obvious. The Moon is something that you're in the dark around, okay? And it may indicate some level of mystery in one's life. It may mean that there's something below the surface that's sort of hiding that you want to unearth or bring to the light. When we get into the clarifications, I will really be looking for the Sun card, because the Sun card exposes whatever is in the dark with the Moon card. Okay, so that is something that I'll be looking for. It may also indicate some fears and anxieties that you may be carrying with you during this period of time. But I need to be very clear, using that word again, that you have around the Moon card, you have very, very positive energies. Okay, so yes, there may be a little bit of fear and anxiety about the future, about what's next, that sort of thing. Yes, you may be wanting to seek clarity around something, but I do think that you will find it. And yeah, that's just something I want to throw out. So why don't we go ahead and move to the first column here. So you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Star card. All right, so the where do I start here? This is really positive energy. So the Nine of Pentacles, it can indicate some level of financial independence, all right? It's a very money positive card, all right? This person here has kind of figured out the secret sauce in life, right? They have time to enjoy something in their life outside of money, and they've figured out their money issues, okay? This tree represents savings or investments or some business or career that provides for them. And the bird can represent their hobbies or their interests or their talents in life, something else in their situation, right? And this person's kind of figured out a good balance. But the key word with the Nine of Pentacles is self, right? Financial independence, being able to provide for oneself. Keyword is self, keyword is independence here. Okay, nines in the tarot refer to the self. They refer to something that you are doing for you and something that you, in this case, have built for yourself. Okay, so I think the way that I like to look at this is in this first column for the 3 months readings. This first column is usually July. This one would be August, and this one would be September. So we're looking at July, August, and September here. You know, towards the first portion of this next 3 months, you may be really putting energy towards your financial independence. You may be putting energy towards your money situation, and I would say that this is going to be pretty good for you, especially because you have kind of your energy here. The Queen of Wands could be any fire sign, but outside of that, the Queen of Wands is somebody who's authentic. Okay, this is somebody who is unequivocally the Queen of Wands. They're not trying to be anyone else. They're trying to be their most authentic self. And the Queen of Wands is talented, they're passionate, and they're quite capable of doing a lot of different things. They're capable of handling many tasks that are in front of them. So this Queen of Wands energy is very, very good for you as well, particularly as it relates to your money situation. And add to that the star. The star is the fulfillment of a wish that you have had for a long time. Okay, some of you could really see something come in during this first period of time. You may also have good health during this time. Okay, if you've been dealing with some strange health issues or some if you've been dealing with a health situation, the star can find the right doctor, the right medicine, the right health practitioner, or the right health regimen into your life, and may suggest that you connect with that as well. So there's some healing here as well as the genie or the angel on the star is in this healing pool of water. So I would also say for those of you who are on social media, you have two of my social media cards here as well. The star being you being in the starlight, right? You being in front of people, being a star. And the Queen of Wands is very comfortable in groups, in crowds. So for some of you, you may be garnering some attention here if you're on social media. In the middle column, you have the Empress, the Moon, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so we talked about this moon. There's something that you are trying to uncover here. There's a mystery in your situation. And maybe somewhere towards the middle of this period of time that we're looking at, maybe in August, maybe some other time, just keep the timing just loose here because it's tough to wrap it down. But the Eight of Wands may say that you get a breakthrough in this area. Okay, something is unearthed or uncovered. I would like to see the sun, but the Eight of Wands nonetheless is accelerated motion. It's a push forward. It's a push towards something. Okay, it's the clouds clearing. It's a breakthrough. It's also something from a distance, communication from a distance. So this could be social media, right? This is why this is another one of my social media cards. It could be text messages, phone calls, letters, emails, anything like this that could be coming in, news that could be coming in that way for you. So you have this breakthrough, push forward energy here with the Eight of Wands, which is very, very positive. If you're looking to go in a certain direction, the Eight of Wands is good for that. It can lead you or push you towards a direction that you may have been a little bit unclear around previously. Okay, so it seems like you are really getting some clarity here, and this is very nice for you. Along with that, you have the Empress, which is a card of abundance in the tarot. It's a major sign of abundance. And I love that it's between the 9 and the 3 of Pentacles. Again, I think you're thinking during this period of time, like in your mind, your mindset, your thinking is around your financial abundance. You're looking at what you can do to bring in more money or what you can do to expand what you're doing currently for money. anything like this, maybe this is through investments, maybe this is through your career, something along these, maybe you're adding something in, like a side hustle. Remember, Queen of Wands is very good at kind of juggling different tasks and priorities. So some of you may be adding something else to your situation, but there's fertile ground. The Empress represents fertility. There's fertile ground for you to initiate something like that in terms of your abundance here over the next 3 months. Very positive. Now, you may not exactly know what that thing is with the Moon and the Two of Swords, but I think you'll get some clarity around this, as well as looking at this final column. Now, there is a choice that needs to be made somewhere here. It's not an easy choice, and I'm not exactly seeing what that is right now, other than it seems like you are really thinking about your money situation, like very strongly, okay? So this is why we clarify, right? I'm going to go forward and clarify pretty soon in this reading, but yeah, I'll be looking out for some cards to point towards what is the choice that Sagittarius wants to make here in this next 3 months. Why don't we move to this final column? You have the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. So the Three of Pentacles, it can indicate somebody who is like a builder in the tarot, right? This person is, you see the mallet, the anvil in the background. This person's holding up a pentacle, and this is somebody who's really capable. This is a skill card in some respects because of the symbolism on the card, and they've also completed these 2 projects. They have this one that they're showing off. This can talk about your skills, your talents. But the Three of Pentacles more so is about like the people that you work with, because threes, unlike the nines, threes connect to other people, usually in the tarot. And so for you, this may indicate your network or the people that you have to, or you are working with in your day-to-day, in your 9 to 5, if you're in a 9 to 5, or whatever it is that you do for your career. So there's some good energy here for you in those areas, for sure. Now, not only is the Eight of Wands a breakthrough, but the Ace of Swords is a victory, okay? This is also a breakthrough card. When you get the Eight of Wands, you can see, I won't even need to pick it up here, but you can see the clouds in the background. The Ace of Swords may say that you have a breakthrough energy, especially around something that you're looking to succeed in or something that you're looking to start. Aces can represent new beginnings, but this one's a breakthrough ace, right? This is a cloud clearing type of energy. So I really think you're getting a push here in a certain direction, which is nice. Lastly, you have the Seven of Cups, okay? You're a little bit overwhelmed about this moon energy, the Two of Swords. You have a lot of options. What's nice is you have optionality here, for sure, with this Seven of Cups. Optionality in that you can go in so many different directions here. So why don't we go ahead and let's move into the clarifications portion of this reading here, Sagittarius. I'll start off this section of the reading by pulling some oracle cards, and then we'll move into the tarot cards. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Energy on the bottom. Okay, you have Sanat Kumara. Light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So there are a couple high vibe cards in this deck. This is one of them. I've been using this deck for years, and I always get a really high vibration from this card. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. I think the universe, your spirit guides, your angels, God, whatever you sort of put, your spirit team, whatever you put meaning to, is trying to tell you something. This idea of your internal guidance might be a great period of time to re-engage in a meditation practice. If this is something that you've previously done, but you haven't done in a while, this may be good for you to kind of connect to that internal guidance, for sure. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, for sure, because you have Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Now, with this card here, I believe, and I'm going to try to make sure I get this right, but the author says that this Horus card, there's like a vortex above their head, and Horus can place ideas in the vortex and see those ideas manifest. Of course, you are Horus in this case, right? You can visualize or imagine a vortex above your own head, place ideas in that vortex, and see them manifest. Now, this will be done through meditation, through a meditative practice. Okay, so some of you may be interested in that. That may be something you want to do, some visualization techniques to see something come in for you. You then have Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Take a look at these last 3 cards here. You have Diana, focused intentions. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. The Miriam, sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. As well as Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Yeah, your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Yeah, I do think Spirit's really, really speaking to you over the next 3 months around this choice, this direction, particularly when it comes to your money and your abundance scenario here over the next 3 months. Okay, I really, really think the universe is trying to speak to you. Spirit's trying to speak to you here. So why don't we go ahead and, I like those cards for you. Let's move into the tarot clarifications. Now, Sagittarius, I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I do hope things are going well for you. All right, let's see what we have. You have the 7 of Pentacles with the 9. That's nice. 3 of Pentacles again, okay? And the World on the star. Okay. So, the star and the world is a really positive combination. I should also say some of you are going to be doing some world or some international travel here over the next 3 months. I see you being in an airplane. Not everyone, but some of you will be. The World and the 8 of Wands are the cards I look for a kind of longer travel, right? So travel by flight, maybe even to foreign countries or distant lands in some way. Some of you, yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Not everybody will, but some of you will, okay? Now, the World is on another level, is a successful completion, and it's usually pretty big. So with the star in the World, it's possible that you've had throughout this year, again, we're at like the halfway point, so make the most of it, right? Right? We're at like a little bit past the halfway point of the year. Like, really make the most of it. Enjoy the time. Enjoy the summer if it's summer where you are. Like, yeah, really get out there and do the things you want to do and make the most of the rest of this 2025. But, you know, there may have been something throughout this year that a goal that you've wanted to achieve. This could manifest for you in September. Sorry, I said September, but what I was thinking was between now and September. Maybe it's coming in September, I don't know, but between now and September. 3 of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this looks really well aspected or manifested for you in terms of communicating and working with others as well, if that's part of your story. This looks pretty good. Like, people are going to want to work with you. People are going to really enjoy the time that they have with you as well, particularly around career ventures or career situations. Okay, so I said I'm going to be looking for what choice does Sagittarius need to think about? Well, this person is thinking about something. This person's thinking about a choice. Do they take the money, or do they allow it to grow longer? You know, do they take the harvest, or do they keep it? Do they keep growing it? So this really can represent contemplation of money issues. And when I say issues, I mean matters. Money matters, not issues in a negative way. But yeah, so some of you are maybe really, really thinking about this here. During this time, this may indicate like a large purchase, such as a home, or a large sale, such as a home, or something else. Like, it could be a business acquisition, a business, something like this, right? Let's see what else we have. You have the 5 of Cups, Queen of Wands again. I like that Queen of Wands for you with the Moon, and the Chariot. Okay. You have the Chariot here. So the Chariot is, you know, this may indicate vehicles in the Chariot. Some of you may actually quite literally be purchasing a new vehicle over the next 3 months here. Yeah. But at any rate, the Chariot is this idea of as above, so below. And, you know, the actions we take, you know, the energy we put out to the universe is really reflected back to us, you know. And I would say I think some of you are, the choice you have to make is a choice in direction here. Yeah, it's a choice in direction. You have like a direction A or direction B or direction C. And I like that you get the Chariot here because they're going in one firm direction, right? So I think that this is also a card of not only as above, so below, but also this idea of success and success towards a certain direction. So I think that you will eventually choose the right way to go. And there is motion, by the way. There's movement, there is breakthrough energy, there's movement, there's motion, there's directionality here, there's optionality here. You have a lot on the table here over the next 3 months. This is very, very good for you, Sagittarius. With the Queen of Wands, I'm loving the energy from the Queen of Wands. You do see the sunflower here, which is connected to the sun card in a certain way. And I was saying, like, I'm looking for the sun, but, you know, this idea of the sunflower or the sun, it is the idea of truth or something being exposed or coming to light. And the thing is, the Queen of Wands is so authentic that everything's exposed, right? You don't have to question who the Queen of Wands is. So as that is with the moon, I think that whatever's you're in the dark around or whatever's a mystery, this is coming out. You do the Five of Cups, it may mean that if you go in one direction, you're a little bit sad about letting go of the other. That's possible. You then have the Knight of Swords here. The Ace of Wands, amazing. That's a great card for you. And the Two of Wands. Very similar to the Aries reading in a certain way, but you see this person can, in one aspect, be thinking about a choice between Wand A and Wand B. So it can talk about needing to, like, sort of like in a way similar to the Two of Swords, being in a crossroads scenario and trying to choose which path. I think that this is probably the biggest thing you're overwhelmed about over the next 3 months. But I do firmly believe that you'll find your path, you'll find your footing, you'll find your direction here. Especially with this Ace of Wands clarifying the Ace of Swords, that's super positive for you, okay? Especially for business ventures or entrepreneurial ventures, very, very positive for you, okay? Yeah, especially for a fire sign. The Ace of Wands is like being inspired in a new path or on a new venture or a new start. And the Knight of Swords asks you to take decisive action on something and strike while the iron is hot. There's something good coming forward for you. You do have the Hanged Man. I was getting the energy of wishy-washy. The word wishy-washy or the phrase wishy-washy was coming into my mind. This person just needs to commit to the transformation in front of them, right? So there may be an issue of commitment here. Why don't we go ahead and let's take a look at the Kipper energies for you here, Sagittarius. See what is in the Kipper cards. All right. I really like what's coming forward for you here. You have despair. You're just concerned about what choice to make. High honor, occupation. Okay. Concern, house, and main male. In the despair card, there's a sign here in the background that says not hiring. Okay. So for those of you who are jobless or you're looking for new employment situation, this is really, really well aspected for you, this reading, for sure, for sure. With high honor and occupation. It looks very, very good for that. So I'd be firing out all the resumes you can, even if you're currently working and it's just not, it's stagnant, you don't want to be there. This reading is saying you might want to see what's out there because you have optionality all over the place. Even this house energy here, this may indicate, like I said, a sale or a purchase for some of you. And the concern and despair is around, okay, if I go in direction A, I'm giving up direction B. This is what this is about. What's going on with this main male? There's a journey here for some of you. This is the travel card, really, in the Kipper deck. So some of you, are definitely going on a journey here this next 3 months. It's a great time, right? Summertime for many people to go do summer travel and all of that. But when I look at this main male, it doesn't matter what gender you are. This is like you as the main character in the story, okay? So you have that here with the Nine of Pentacles. So I think you're putting your needs and you're focusing on you. And I think you're going to be really, really rewarded for this. So this is what I have, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.